All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, so like you teach well, being a great example towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg that believe, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I want to get into the day, on how, it's a blessing, to fear, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's a blessing from on high, to have the mindset, all right, a mind, that's governed by the fear of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Because when you think about it, fear pretty much governs, even our faith, all right? Because we can have faith that we are the elect. We can have faith, all right, that, Yahweh Shai is coming back, America gonna be destroyed, you know, but it's the fear that keeps us in check because we can have faith in these things and we can be proud, but then there's a fear knowing that, hey, we see men, that had the spirit on them, that was a fervent, that was on fire, and the Lord will take the spirit away from them, you know, make them don't even want to teach anymore and remove them out the camp, and that makes us fear. So we have the faith and we believe in what we read, but then the fear factor comes in. All right, that stops us from being proud, and that makes us walk, more, in line. You see, the fear is what makes us walk that straight and narrow, you know. You see, so at the end of the day, it's a blessing to fear the Lord because that's above, all right, everything, man. That's why scripture speaks so much about, those that fear the Lord and then the benefits of fearing Yahweh Bashima Shai. And that fear is shown in action, man. All right. When you go to Hebrews 13:6, it says, so that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. All right. And I will not fear what man shall do, all right, unto me. You see that? So we in the spirit now where I fear the Lord is so high, it doesn't matter what we can lose. It doesn't matter, all right, how uncomfortable, we're going to be. It doesn't matter the threats that Esau Edom is making because we fear an entity above him. You know, you gonna obey what you fear. At the end of the day, your obedience is going to be to whom you fear. You can say and play games and do all this, but your obedience is gonna be towards who you fear. Who you fear has the last say so in your decision making. And that's why you see the majority of our people move like they move because they have no fear. You see, because Esau Edom, he allows them to wild out. He allows them to be the biggest degenerate, biggest thought, biggest street nigga that they can be. Or whatever Jake is into, alphabet boys. All right. They can do that. But see, when he said put those masks on, all right, what did they do? They obeyed. Why? Because that's where they fear begins and ends with Esau Edom and what he has the power to do. Which that power was given to him by our power. All right. So the fear of the Lord gives us a perspective, that's going to lead to salvation, man. You see? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read verse 5 and read into verse 6 again. This is Hebrews 13:5. It said, "Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such thing as you have. For he have said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee." Yeah, see, we have that faith, you know, that we're gonna be in a good case. All right. And then when the flesh get weak, the flesh will want to give in, the flesh will want to get comfortable. We had that, that's when fear kick in, and we be like, hell no, I can't do that. You see? You know? Fear is an amazing thing. Like when people hear fear, they think of a horror movie. They think of you know, Nightmare on Elm Street. Some shit. The Esau. Push. All right, but when you go into fear, it's a high reverence. That's a very high reverence. You see, and also we also fear the aspect of the Most High. All right, he can jack us up in a way that a man can't even fathom. He's unlimited. Esau's limited. You know, so fear is a good thing because what does it produce? It produces discipline. It produces righteous judgment. Elder Yashawama and the brothers in Dallas, they was making a point on how if someone is a judge over you, you should want a judge that fears the Lord because that's going to govern his decision making in righteousness, man. You know, even because if you dealing with somebody that doesn't fear the Lord, then they're not going to deal uprightly because they don't fear consequences. They feel like, well, I can get over on them as long as he don't catch me, the person I'm judging or the person I'm dealing with. As long as he don't catch me in the act, I'm good. You see, but we know that there's a power that's overseeing everything. All right, let's get that real quick in Proverbs. You see, we understand that there's a power that's overseeing everything. So even though someone is not in my presence, I still have to judge according to righteousness. I still have to deal according to righteousness because there's a power that's overseeing everything. Yeah, I might can pull one over on a person and they don't see it, but how about Shema Shai seen it? See, that's what factor. See, that's what fear is a factor. You know, you see, fear governs the unseen. All right, because in this society, there's so much wickedness that goes on behind the scene. Like people that we deal with in our day to day, they do so much. They do other things behind the scene to try to get over. You know, why? Because they're not dealing in fear. Now, when you go to Proverbs 15:3, and it says, "The eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, are in every place, beholding the evil and the good." All right, Proverbs 15:3 again. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So the Most High is overseeing everything, man. Let's get another precept, to bag that up. Yahweh Shema Shai is overseeing everything, man. So it ain't about, cause like that's how Esau live, and that's the energy that's in the earth. The energy of finessing. You know, like you getting away with something. All right. But Yahweh Shema Shai has everything tallied up. That's why when the scripture talk about the judgment, say everybody gonna get judged according to the works that he or she did within their body, man. You see? All right. So when you go to I believe this is Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, let me get that Wisdom of Solomon. 18. That'd be so rock. Sirach. All right, you get the book of Sirach, chapter 8, chapter 18. Salaki. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 1. It says, He that liveth forever createth all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He, who governeth the world with the palm of His hand, and all things obey His will, for He is the King of all, and by His power dividing holy, all right, holy things among, all right, them from the profane. So Yahweh Shema Shai is the overseer of everything, you know. But Esau, Edom, the way he moves as if, he's moving in the shadow. And the people in the society, they moving as if they're moving in the shadows, being unseen. There's another one in you see, the fear of the Lord governs your thoughts. Like that. That's why through the fear of the Lord, there's a certain way we handle brothers. Like we can't just handle a brother anyway. It can be a brother just joined the camp a week ago. if there's a if there's a man of Yahweh Shema Shai, there's a particular way this brother has to be handled. Now of course, a rebuke has to go out. Exhortation goes out, admonishment. Sometimes you have to handle brothers kind of rough, but even within that, there's still a limit to what you would do, how you will handle a brother. Even dealing, with any of the believers, man, it's a certain way you handle them. That's why, if someone teaches a false doctrine, that means they don't have fear, because they feel like, well, if I can get them to believe the lie, I'm good. As long as they don't catch me in the lie, I can teach what I want to teach. I can say anything, not fearing, all right, Yahweh Shema Shai, who's overseeing everything, man. When you go to let me go back to it. When you go to Psalms, all right, I believe that's Psalms. Number 94. All right, this is Psalms 94. All right, and 8. It says, Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will you be wise? He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? And he that formed the eye, shall he not see? And that's what people, we was created. Yahweh Shema Shai created vision. He created hearing. So you think he's not going to see and hear what's being done, all right, in the earth, man? But people move as if they're getting away with something, man. All right, and it's gonna, and that's why when judgment come, it's gonna walk everybody down, man. All right, when judgment enters into the earth, all right, it's gonna walk everybody down that thought they was being cute, thought they was finessing, thought they were getting away with something, man. No, judgment gonna come and walk everybody down. So now we're living, all right. We live a life. All right, like fearing the Lord makes us live a life, understanding that He's watching, understand that He's seeing, and we make decisions, all right, based off of that. And these decisions turn to a lifestyle, and now we're living a life in fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is going to get us what? Exempt from judgment. Let's get a precept to prove it. See, it's making more sense. This thing plays out. These things make more sense, man. Because you hear the fear of the Lord all the time. You just hear it, fear the Lord, fear the Lord. But what does that actually mean? All right. When you go to Sirach 33 and 1. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 1. It says, There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. All right, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. See, in a time when the Most High is just unleashing, and we finna see the Most High open up. We finna see some judgment that we can't even It's like we can't even form the thought of what we're about to see and how the Lord is finna judge the earth, man. We finna see some people get jacked up, man. You know, on a massive scale. All right. Hey, he's about to turn Esau loose, you know, and you see what Esau is. Esau ready to conjure up Satan. You see, he ready to take it all the way there, man. You know, and the Most High is going to allow this man free range to wreak havoc, man. And then Yahweh Bashim Shai is coming after him to wreak havoc. You see, these are some tough times we coming into, man. These are gonna be some horrific times we coming into, man. But while this going on, those that fear the Lord now, it said no evil shall befall us, man. You see, that's why the fear of the Lord now is important, man. To move in that fear, to live in that fear, man. All right. It said, there shall no evil happen unto him that fear of the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. You see that? So the fear of the Lord is going to preserve, is the fear of the Lord now is preserving us before the judgment comes later. You know, it's putting us in the Lord's good graces. You see? It's provoking the Lord to have mercy on us because we live according to his fear. Like going back to decision making, man. All right. There's no way I can just go a month of just partying and not doing videos, man. All right. You know, I dread Yahweh Bashim Shai and what he'll do to me, man. I just take a month off, you know, go party, chill, you know, messing off, no production. Man, I fear that, man. There's no way. So that's govern my decision making. Like, nah, that's not even a thought. All right. The power I serve, he don't play. All right, like with a man, I mean, a husband, it's like a woman, you know, towards a husband. Like a woman that feared the Lord, there's things that she wouldn't even say to her husband. There's things that she wouldn't even put on. All right, there's clothing she wouldn't even put on. If she feared Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, there's a particular way she would speak to her husband, man, and deal with her husband based off the fear that if I do too much, the Most High, all right, can jack me up, man. You know, and then I say, and that's how we move. That's how brothers move, man. You know, so let's go from there. Because when you go to, let's get another one, it's a rock. Well, in this society, you have men, you know, they get their ride. You got Israelites that get their ride chopped off, man. You know, no fear. no fear at all, man. Now, when you go into, Sirach, I think it's 25. All right, this is Sirach 25 and 12. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. See, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love. You know, because you, like, when you think about it, Abraham's fear of Yahweh Bashim Shai promoted his status, all right, in the earth, because after Abraham showed that he feared Yahweh Bashim Shai, he was called what? The friend of the Most High. He was elevated. His status was elevated. You see that? So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of being opened up to the love of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. When he seen Job, all right, Job was highly favored because of his fear. You know, even though he was going through everything he was going through, all right, yeah, and he was even complaining, but he knew not to get too out of pocket. And his wife said, curse the Most High and die. You know, he was looking at her like, bitch, you know, all the good that Yahweh Shema Shai did us, and we get a little bad, and you want me to curse the Most High, you know? But the Job had that fear on him, so he'll complain, you know, but then that fear will make him not get too out of pocket in what he was saying. All right, he wouldn't get too sideways because he knew who he was dealing with, you know. And that's how it is in our scenarios, man. That fear keep us in pocket, man. All right. The reason why you see Jake and the nigga woman so out of pocket is zero fear. You know, that's why they do and say everything. Multiple abortions. Like that, that's gonna be accounted. Like all these women, like we're gonna see some horrific judgment of women. It's gonna be like, damn, she was. You might know her. You like, damn, she wasn't, just wilding. But then, she done had 3, 4 abortions. The Most High gonna require that. You see, the Most High gonna require that, and that's why repentance is important because of the things that we've done. All right, we can repent. All right, come back to the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai and faith through Yahweh Shai. All right, and those sins will be covered. But our people that's out here, their sins are not covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. It's going to be horrific judgment, man. So reading on, it said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. You see? Fear and faith work together towards salvation, man. And the Lord will put us in situations where, all right, he'll put us in situations our day-to-day now where we have to make a decision, and it's gonna make somebody in the world mad or it's gonna make him mad. And that's really to see who we fear. Where does our fear reside? The Most High put us in positions where we gonna have to make choices in our day-to-day where it's gonna make him mad or it's gonna make someone else mad. All right, I might have a date planned with my woman. We gonna go here, she dressed up, but then some breaking news happened. All right, and then hey, I gotta cancel the plans and hey, get in the spirit. You see, now she might be mad. All right, but I gotta do that. I got a responsibility. You see, I gotta serve him first. Now, she can be mad, and the worst thing she can do is leave. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be in good standings with Yahweh Shema Shai than anybody on the earth, man. You would rather be in good standings with Yahweh Shema Shai than to have favor from the Rothschilds, man. They cash out you $2 billion. No, I'd rather be in the good graces of Yahweh Shema Shai. And see, that's another thing of the fear of the Lord. It takes away the price tag. You see, because it's a saying in the world, everybody has a price. Well, when you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, you ain't got no price. That take away the price tag. Even with Eleazar, you get that account with Eleazar. You see? And then a lot of times when you make decisions, that please Yahweh Shema Shai, like the brother put. All right, this is the brother Shatat Shar 2. This is Proverbs 16:7 says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies, all right, be at peace with thee. Yeah, because when we're pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai, when he knows without a doubt that he is our first priority, he'll smooth other things out within our situation, man. All right, he'll make your woman love you more, be more obedient, man. All right, he'll calm down all type of situations, man. And I'm speaking from experience, man. This ain't nothing I'm just, speculating or making a point. No, I'm speaking from experience, man. The more I serve Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, the more simple and peaceful my day-to-day, has became. Now, like I say, of course, he'll take us through that fire. He things will happen. You know, he'll put us through that fire to kind of, purge some more unwanted qualities, character flaws that we got. He'll take us through there to get that out of us, man. But for the most part, man, serving Yahweh by Shema Shah is the centerpiece. All right, to is the centerpiece to pretty much just being in a state, all right, of clarity. Cause see, when you serve Yahweh by Shema Shah, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense when the closer you get to Yahweh by Shema Shah, the more clarity you have because you're looking at things from the perspectives in the spirit. You see, in the flesh chaotic. Like it's so many angles and ins and out with the flesh, and you trying to figure out things in the flesh. But see, when you in the spirit, things have clarity, man. You know. So I want to get, because even when you get that account with Eleazar, I want to go straight to the point. You know, the elder scribe, all right, who refused to eat that swine's flesh. All right, he displayed fear. Um, I think that's 6th chapter. Yep. And I get this account because this is a great example, of fear. His decision making was governed by fear. All right. All right. This is Second Maccabees chapter 6 verse 18. It says Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of a well favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment. You see that? So Eleazar was like, look, I'd rather die, all right, than to disobey Yahweh Shema Shah. Like, he was seeing people getting tortured before him, but his fear of the Lord, all right, overrode, all right, his fear of men. You see? So when you go into it, it says, as he behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for the love of life to be tasted. But they that had the charge of that wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man, so they was cool with Eleazar, because like you said, Eleazar ways pleased the Lord, so even with those Edomites was cool with him, them Greeks, they was cool with him. You see? So they ain't want to see Eleazar get tortured. So they was trying to, negotiate to where he ain't have to go through that. All right. And it says, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and to make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. So they're like, look, well, just make it seem like you're eating swine. You can go get you a piece of, chicken, piece of lamb, make it look like swine, make it look like you're eating, the meat sacrifice, of the Greek king. You see? So they wanted Eleazar to do what? To finesse. Now, he could have fooled the masses and he know he didn't eat it. You see? But no, he was governed by what? The fear of Yahweh Shema Shah. It said that in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. But he began to consider discreetly, as became his age and the excellence of his ancient years, and the honor of his great head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made, and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed, all right, them straight ways to send him to the grave. For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young person might think that Eleazar, being fourscore years old and 10, which he was 90 years old, were now gone to a strange religion. He was like, look, you know, I done had a good name. I done had a upstanding, or reputation amongst my people in righteousness for serving Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, ain't no way in the hell I'ma stain it. All right, now, you know, for what, man? You see, and he's gonna go into it. It says, and so that through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age and make it abominable. For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet shall I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. So he had complete fear, and he called the Most High the Almighty Allah Shaja. All right, that terrible demon-like power. He was like, "Look, I'm not finna deal with the Allah Shaja, man. You know, I'll deal with y'all any day. Y'all can have y'all way with me. But I'm not finna deal. I'm not finna be in the bad standing with Yahweh Bashim Al Shah with my power. All right. Allah Shaja. You see? And it says, wherefore now manfully changing this life, I will show myself such as one as my age required, and leave a notable example, such as be young, all right, to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws. And when he had said these words, immediately he went, all right, to the torment, man. You see, Eleazar and that legacy that he have, there's gonna be situations we're gonna be in, and we're gonna remember this account with Eleazar. And that's gonna provoke us to do what he did, man. You see, he left a righteous legacy, man. And that legacy, and the reason he was able to leave a righteous legacy because of his fear of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, which is a blessing, man. And we finna come into some times where we're gonna have to make decisions based on who we fear, man. You know? So that was the point. I just want to bring that out. This was inspired by the brothers in Dallas, Eliasha Wama, and elder brother Ariana Sa, and the rest of the brothers, the priests, down there in Dallas, and they're just going to the fear of the Lord, man. So it's gonna be the fear of the Lord, pretty much overseeing all our decision making, man. So Lord will you brothers, you sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom, calling me Allah, Abba, DTA soon.